Good morning. Thank you for joining me. I hope everybody is well. Sorry, I'm using you as a mirror. I actually have a mirror here. I'm filming this on Friday, literally no idea what date it is. Siri, what's the date?
It's Friday, the 20th of November 2020.
So, I'm filming this on Friday, the 20th of November. Let me tell you something. Let me take a sip of my coffee first. This week has been a horrible week. Been really awful. And I think a lot of you have been feeling the same as well. I've been posting a little bit on Instagram and had quite a lot of messages and DMs and on there and replies saying that you guys are feeling it as well. This lockdown, these measures are just wearing thin now, aren't they? I'm going to talk to you while I'm putting my makeup on. It's not like a tutorial get ready with me thing, but I've struggled to film this week, and I thought it might be easier to chat to you while I do something else. Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Not one of my favourites. Very slippy. Yeah, it's been a week this week, and I know that some of you guys are feeling the same, and I have really struggled through this week. I think the lockdown's getting to me. I think that absolutely bloody awful weather's getting to me. We've had one day when it was decent weather, not raining, to get out. Did go for a lovely walk in the sunshine yesterday, and I have picked up the camera every day this week and tried to film, and I filmed clips and then I've deleted them, and just every single day. And then yesterday I thought, well, I'm just gonna, rather than trying to put on a happy face when I'm not feeling it, I'm gonna sit in the car. I went out for a walk and I sat in the car and Maybelline eye eraser and filmed a whole video. It was about 14 minutes long, and just blurted out everything that I was feeling, and I cried and I ranted, and it was very cathartic. I felt better for doing it, but I don't think I didn't even watch it back actually. I just deleted it. I decided that that was probably not going to be something that I would upload to YouTube, and it's definitely not now because it is deleted, but it did make me feel better doing it. I sometimes think that just getting it all out, you know, does make you feel a bit better. So as I said, lockdown is getting to me. I worry about my parents. I'm really worried about my parents. My mum always says, oh, we're fine, you know. But I know how hard it is with my dad, with his memory being so bad and the constant repetition and the just being with my dad is draining and hard work. Much as we all love him, it is draining being with anybody who has moderate to advanced dementia. You know, it's hard. And I worry about my mum being back, and I feel like, oof, I don't know. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to go and see them on Monday. I've spoken to my mum and she is more than happy for me to go there, and I'm just going to go and stay with them for one night and see them and spend a little bit of time with my dad and just hopefully ease the burden just a little bit. And you are allowed to do that. You're allowed to go and help elderly relatives under the rules and regulations of lockdown. I've been trying to avoid doing it, but I feel so much better now I've made that decision. So, sorry, foundation is Maybelline Dream Urban Cover mixed with a little bit of Rimmel BB Matte. Yeah, so I feel so much better for making that decision. I'm going to go and see them. But another horrible thing happened this week. I went for some medical tests and I was diagnosed with two rather unpleasant things. Very unexpectedly. I wasn't expecting to get the results immediately, and so that really took me aback. It was not something I was expecting. Not immediately life-threatening, don't worry, not something that's, I'm going to say not life-threatening, but potentially, I'm guessing, not life-threatening at the moment, that things can be done about it. It's not something, I'm not trying to make a big secret of it, what it is, but it's not something that I'm ready to share at the moment, simply for the reason that I want to do my own research and look into it a bit more. I'm still awaiting another medical appointment with a sort of action plan for addressing the issues, and with the greatest will in the world, the greatest, no, not will, I don't know what I'm trying to say, I'm just not ready for a deluge of opinion and advice and all of that sort of thing at the moment. But it's not something that is necessarily a secret, but that's why I'm not telling you what it is. That's a long way round of saying that, wasn't it? I've also been sleeping badly, having lots of worries about things I can't control, and I think the ongoing not knowing what's going to be happening at Christmas isn't helping at all, because the sort of 3 days, Christmas Day, Boxing Day and the following day, we had various plans with various people, and we don't know if any of them are going ahead or going to be able to go ahead. Everybody's in the same boat. I'm not saying that this is just me. I understand that everybody is in this position, and it's just horrible, isn't it? It's just not nice at all, not being able to plan anything. And I think one of the other things that's really got to me this week is the thought of a whole empty diary in December. I'm looking at my diary, it's completely empty for the whole of December, because we don't know if the lockdown's going to continue, if it's going to stop, if we're going to go back into lockdown. And that's just a horrible feeling. I love December. It's a month of festive Christmas fun and late night shopping and Christmas markets and going out to the pub and catching up with friends and going away for nights and having the worst Christmas party and all of this stuff, which is just not going to happen, is it, this year? And that's pretty depressing, I think. What am I using here? This is the Beauty Pie Moonlighting Balm Powder. It looks very dark in there. It's not actually as dark. It doesn't come out that dark on my face. Just gives a nice sort of set to my foundation. So yeah, there's all of that. And I've been feeling really low. And plus, of course, the other thing is Vlogmas. You know, how exciting is Vlogmas going to be if we're locked down and I'm sitting here? I had so many plans for Vlogmas. Carla was supposed to come and Kirsten, and we were going to do filming in advance for lots of fun, entertaining things. And of course, that's had to be cancelled. And we can't rearrange that until we know what's happening. Everything just feels up in the air and crap, doesn't it? And it's just really got to me this week. And then I wasn't sleeping. I think I've said that already. Not sleeping well at all. This is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay finishing powder, just setting under my eyes with that. Yeah, just everything just does feel a little bit crap. And then I've also read about lockdown is going to continue into January. I mean, it's all just speculation, I know, but God, really? I feel like the mental health epidemic arising from COVID is almost worse than COVID itself. I really do. It's getting to that stage. Anyway, that aside. So yeah, there's all that, and I've just had this most horrible week, and I've found it so hard to pick myself up and feel better about stuff. Usually when I have a bit of a down day, I can pick myself up and I feel all right. And this week that just hasn't happened, what with the medical thing and everything else on top of it, and the crap weather and not being able to get outside and the loneliness. I feel so lonely this week. Talk to my friends, don't get me wrong, video chat with people, and you know, but just the lack of human social contact feels way harder this time around than it did the first time. I think I was talking to Carla the other day, and she was saying, which I think is really true, that the first time round there was all that sort of feeling of, sorry, that was Beauty Pie bronzer, now going to use that palette and that colour for a bit of highlight. Yeah, I was talking to Carla the other day and she was saying that the first time round we had all this sort of blitz spirit, didn't we? This sort of, oh, we're all in this together type of thing. You know, the whole world stopped and there was that sort of wartime, everybody's in it together type of feeling, and this time it just doesn't feel like that so much somehow. Everybody's just sick of it and there's not that feeling of camaraderie. I'm now using this colour to do my eyebrows. Yeah, so that's all of that. The good news in all of this, having had that massive moan, is that I'm actually feeling much better this morning. I've woken up feeling better. I think because I've made the decision to go and see my parents next week. Feeling loads better about that. But as I said, much as my mum says, oh, we're all right, Caroline, you know, we're fine. She's a trooper, but I know it's hard. I know how hard it is. So, yeah, sorry, I'm repeating myself here, aren't I? Quite difficult to do your makeup. I've just found the brush that I couldn't find for my cheekbones. Let's do a bit of blush now. I'm using this Bourjois Aqua Blush, which I'm trying to finish off. I had 3 of these and I loved them. I don't think you can get them anymore. Is Bourjois the one you can't get in this country anymore? I think it is. Yeah, but they don't last well. They get really bunged up because they're liquid, sort of creamy blush. They don't last brilliantly and it all gets bunged up inside the little tube and goes all really hard. So I've just finished the other 2. This is the last one, so I'm using this until it's finished. But, oh god, that wasn't good, was it? I didn't want to do that. There we are. Okay, that's that. I've just got to get a tissue to wipe the back of my hand off. So anyway, yes, I'm feeling a lot better today, which is good because I felt very in a funk all week, and I had a really good chat with my best friend yesterday on the phone, and she's had some awful stuff going on as well. I don't want to talk about that because it's her thing. She doesn't watch YouTube. She doesn't even know what YouTube is. She's never watched a single one of my videos as far as I'm aware. But it's not my story to tell. But she's had some awful family issues going on this week as well. So I've been worried for her as well. But I had a really good chat with her yesterday about just stuff in general. Sorry, I'm trying to stand up a mascara. Right, I'm going to use this Beauty Pie eye crayon. I don't know quite what it's called, but it's just a neutral coloured eye crayon. I'm using that as an eye primer. I find it, I use the Makeup Revolution eye primer as well, but I like this one in terms of it really neutralising the colour of my eyelids. If I want to wear something fairly pale on my eyelids, this is really good in terms of getting rid of all the darkness, and there's been quite a lot of darkness the last few days because I haven't been sleeping that well. Last night I had a really good night's sleep. Right, that's that. Now I'm going to use this Aldi Lacura Revival, the dupe for the Modern Renaissance palette, which I've talked about before. I showed you, I bought it last week and I'm very much enjoying it. Just before I start that, I'm going to put some of this Stila lip primer onto my lips. Right, I'm going to start with this little brown colour down here in my crease. Need to move that a little bit closer. So anyway, I thought I've been thinking more about Vlogmas this week, starting to get prepared, and I need to ask you some things. I am going to do a charity donation thing, the same as I did 2 years ago at Vlogmas. For those who were with me then, you will remember that. What I've done is I've bought myself a beauty advent calendar. I always do that at Vlogmas, and we open it every day. The one I've bought this year is the Liberty one. I've always wanted the Liberty one and I've never ever bought it so far. So it's my first ever Liberty advent calendar, so I'm very excited about that. And the price of that was £215, which obviously is a lot of money. So what I want to do is, over the period of Vlogmas, is donate an equivalent amount to charities. So over the 24, I'll probably do it over 22 days, make it up to £220 and do £10 per day to a different charity. And I would like you guys to nominate the charities for me. Tell me, because I've really enjoyed last time we did, yeah, I asked you all to nominate the charities. I'm going to ask on Instagram as well, so I can put all the names into a jar and pull one out each day to do the donation, and then learn a little bit about that charity and share that with you as well. Right, moving on to, let's see, let's do this colour here. Actually, yes, let's do this colour here, this sort of champagne-y gold colour on my lid. Yeah, so what I would like you to do is tell me your favourite charities. They can be local, they do need to be based in the UK, so they have to be UK based charities, but they can be local, national, whatever. If you've heard help from a charity, or tell me a little bit about that as well. If there's a particular reason that you're nominating the charity, tell me about that as well, because I can read that out when I do the donations, or when it comes out of the hat. You know, it makes it all a little bit more personal and interesting for us. So please, in the comments on here, nominate your charities, or you can message me on Facebook or on Instagram with the same. I'll ask on Instagram with a question thing, so you can fill it in on there if you'd rather do it there as well. So that's the first thing. Right, I'm now going to use this orangey colour at the end here on the outside a little bit. Yeah, so that's that thing. What else did I want to ask you? Over Vlogmas, one of the things I am planning is a video with Ashley, and another thing I'm planning, or possibly part of the same thing, is a Christmas based Q&A. So if you have any questions, Christmas related questions that you'd like to ask, please leave them in the comments here, or if you have any questions you'd like to ask Ashley or me and Ashley as a couple, please, they don't have to be Christmas related at all. I can separate the two. If there's enough questions, I'll do it in two separate videos. Leave those in the comments as well. So Christmas related questions, questions for Ashley related to anything, and questions for us as a couple, all in the comments as well, please. That would be good, because I'm starting getting some of the content prepped for Vlogmas. I've always done Vlogmas before as videos, just sort of daily vlog videos, and there will be a lot of that. That will be the majority of Vlogmas, but there will also be some videos in between. I think I've told you about this already, I can't remember, but other videos in between that are more sort of sit down type videos, which I think will just sort of break up the content a bit and hopefully make it more interesting and a little bit different. So I am actually looking forward to it. I just really hope that we're not in lockdown at that point. Just going to darken up the outer corner with this colour here. Yeah, I really hope that we're not going to be in lockdown at that point, because it would be nice to be able to get out and about for some slightly more interesting vlog content than staying at home is able to provide. Right, I'm just going to go under my eye with that same darker colour. The colour is called Renaissance. So how has everybody else been feeling? Have you all been feeling a bit down, or are you okay and getting through it all right? I have to say, I do feel today as though I'm coming out of the other side of it. It's been much easier to talk to the camera today, which is always a good sign that things are getting better with me. So yeah, I feel like I've been down in a pit of despair and sort of somewhat out of it now. Essence Lash Princess mascara I am using. I have literally no idea why I'm putting makeup on. I've been out already today. I've been to Aldi. It's about 10:30 in the morning, and I'm going nowhere for the rest of the day. At least I'll look nice when Ashley comes in from work, I guess, if I haven't taken it all off by then. Oh, actually, I do know why I'm putting it on. We've got family Zoom this evening with my brother and my parents. So Zoom and a gin and tonic on a Friday night. That'll be nice. Look. Right, finally, lips. This Beauty Pie lip crayon. I don't know what shade it is because I haven't got my glasses. But that's okay, because it's not a makeup tutorial, it's just a chat. And I'm topping it with this Laura Mercier lip gloss, which I'm trying to use up. It's another one in my use up pile. I'm thinking of doing a makeup use up challenge next year. Although that probably still won't stop me buying any new makeup. Who knows? If you've got any ideas for content that you'd like to see next year as well, I'm starting to think about that. Really hoping we'll be able to get back to the regular come shop with me videos. I'm just going to use this Revolution fixing spray. Not that I particularly rate it as a fixing spray, but it's the only one I've got here to use, so just use that. Because I brought all my makeup down from the bedroom to use for this video. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this sort of slightly informal chat. Let me know how you're doing, and also drop all the info for the charities and the Q&As and all of that good stuff down there in the comments for me. That would be brilliant. And I think I have coming up next for you a cooking video that I've been filming since September, can you believe it? So you'll see me with lots of different lengths of hair in that, no doubt. I've got a sticky up bit of hair here as well, haven't I? Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.